Are you a student who wants to create a portfolio which showcases your skills to employers, tracks your progress, organizes everything that you've ever done, or even work on an assessment? Then this video is for you. Today we're going to talk about how to create an amazing portfolio. So without further ado, let's get into it. Firstly, what is a portfolio? An e-portfolio is a digital collection of artifacts which showcases your abilities, accomplishments, and learning experiences. Old school people used to have portfolios in their folders, files, and notebooks. Here, specifically, we are looking at e-portfolios. You can use websites like Google Sites, SharePoint, Adobe Portfolio, Wix, PebblePad, Canva, and the list goes on to create a creative portfolio. The 4 steps to developing a beautiful portfolio involves these 4. First is your brainstorming. Second is choosing templates or the general design of the portfolio, like how do you want the portfolio to look. Third is to add and research content. Fourth is the reviewing and refining step. And finally, I have a 5th bonus step for some of you people. So let's get into it. Firstly, brainstorming. What you have to do in this process is to brainstorm and gather info on what your portfolio will contain. So what are the different sections of your portfolio? Or if you wanna make a website, then what are the different pages that are gonna be in your portfolio? Getting a general layout or just thinking about the layout of the portfolio and writing it down on a paper, a Word document, or even a whiteboard is gonna help you see the picture that you're trying to paint, if you know what I mean. So these are just images of me brainstorming sometimes. So this is about filming a video, and then this is just me taking notes and just brainstorming different types of things that I want something to contain. So this is a really crucial step. Try to brainstorm what you want to put in your portfolio. Like what are the different sections, what are the different pages, what goes inside each page. Maybe you can create different types of bubbles and then something going from the center or whatever. And then this is just going to help you see what you're trying to do. Once you've done that, that's pretty much getting 30% of the work done. Easy, right? Next is to define your design. So what is your portfolio going to look like? What do you want the portfolio's layout to be? For this, you can find ideas online. You can look for good templates, or if you're a generally creative person, then you could just, sit, close your eyes and think, what is my portfolio going to look like? And once you have a picture of, okay, this is what I want, this is the content I have, then it's going to help you basically think about the portfolio in a much more organized manner. So these are just a few examples of different types of portfolios I found online. This is from PebblePad. This is from Adobe Portfolio. These are just web pages from Google Sites, if that's your thing. This is from SharePoint if you're a technical person, and this is Canva if you like Canva. Generally, a lot of people prefer these website-based portfolios so you can carry a link around. So yeah, websites are generally really preferred in portfolios. Next thing is to embed the content. So yeah, get your brainstorm ideas to create topics which will become pages/sections on the portfolio, and then you can add content in these pages/sections, insert links, images, resources. So whatever you have up in your head, you have to lay it all out in this process. And what should be happening technically when someone sees your portfolio is that they get an inner insight into the person that you are, and then the ideas that you have, the knowledge that you have, the way you think about things, your knowledge of theories, your knowledge of different types of assessments, all that's currently in your head, you have to lay it all out for the other person to see. And of course, you can use this when you're applying for jobs, or let's say you become a famous person and then you just put your portfolio online. Anyway, yeah, so these 3 steps, and once you've done that, all you have to do is just review and polish. So when you get here, 80% of the work is done. Now this is the 20% that's remaining. Actually, I'll call it 19% that's remaining. So once you do the reviewing and polishing, you just get to see if everything's working, there are no broken links, and you're just generally happy with what you've done. Once you've done this, now you're gonna hate me when I say this, that 1% is always gonna be kinda incomplete, because that brings us to the 5th step, which is to make your portfolio a working portfolio where you update it every month. So yeah, that 1% you're never gonna get it. You have to keep updating your portfolio, and then that's just gonna prove that you're dedicated to the work that you're doing, and it's a live document. It's not just an assessment that you did once and then you forgot about it and it doesn't exist anymore. If it's live, then that's when it's beautiful. So yeah, that's the bonus tip, to keep your make your portfolio into a working portfolio and update it every month or 2 months or a fortnight, however, whatever your thing is. So yeah, that's what was in today's video. That's all from me. Thank you so much for listening so far. Very quickly, since you've stuck with me so far, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share you my portfolio, one of the portfolios that I made using this 4-step process. And yeah, let's quickly have a look at it. As promised, this is my portfolio. So see here, I've got different sections. This is the stuff that I had brainstormed in the beginning, and in the brainstorm, I basically created more arrows and thought of what I'm going to put inside each of these sections. So that is just a beautiful banner that I created on Adobe. This is just a welcome, a brief introduction. This is sort of a timeline of what I've done so far. So the key highlights of my life, my study, my educational journey, and everything. So this is made on Google Slides, by the way. Very convenient if you're using Google Sites. You can just connect stuff. And then I've also added my full resume. Fun fact, I actually used this portfolio when I was applying for different jobs. So yeah, these are the different sections of my portfolio as I showed on the other side. It just looks more beautiful when you've laid it all out. And I'm going to quickly go into one of the sections, the puzzles and questions. And here I've just put in some good puzzles and questions that I could use in a mathematics classroom. I'll also show you a sample lesson plan that I've made. Here I'll put in just some basic stuff about an assessment that I could do, a VR-based assessment where I take students to a tour in space using VR headset, and then we just play around with Newton's laws. So yeah, that's basically my portfolio. So I wish you all the best with developing your portfolio, and yeah, thank you for listening. Right, bye bye.